December 7th, 1941, a date which will live in infamy. The United States of America was suddenly and deliberately attacked by naval and air forces of the Empire of Japan.
In New York, people on Broadway read the ominous news bulletins, hardly realizing, I expect, that they themselves were now in the war. In Washington, the President's secretary, Mr. Stephen Early, was bombarded by the press, clamoring to know more details of Japan's smashing blows against bases in the Pacific. Mr. Cordell Hull, arriving for a cabinet meeting, looked weary, but his colleague, Mr. Stimson, the War Secretary, wore a confident smile. And of course, Colonel Knox had the air of a man with a load of responsibility. America's Pacific Fleet had certainly been taken by surprise through Japanese treachery, but after the first shock, it quickly recovered and began to hit back. American aircraft have already done good work, accounting for a number of Japanese ships, including 2 battleships. The Japanese have also lost a lot of planes. And America's big ships, here seen in the Pacific, not far from Pearl Harbor itself, have been carrying out a sweep in search of the enemy and revenge. In spite of initial losses, both Britain and America have the utmost confidence in the final triumph of their navies fighting in cooperation. Vichy claims to be neutral, but it's a fine neutrality that permits